The third setup I want to share with you guys is GBPAUD. So as you guys can see on the weekly time frame, it seems as though we are very bullish as price is inching towards the upside. But last week we actually formed a pretty strong bullish candlestick, which does tell me that we will continue to probably push to the upside. So my bias on this is bullish. And if I were to just drop down on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that market structure has been identified with our double bottom here starting off higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then a higher high. There's supposed to be another higher high over here as well, but I did not include that as this could be considered as a level of resistance. So let me just add this on so it's not too confusing. You guys can see right here that we did have some sort of rejection here, but nonetheless we did push up with this wick to create a new higher high. I decided not to add this one just because of this level of resistance, but besides the point, we are in a bullish market structure with continuous higher highs being structured and continuous higher lows being formed as well. Now with current price action and when with current market, it seems as though we will continue to push to the upside, and considering the most recent impulsive move, which would be from this higher low up to this higher high, you can see that if we were to use our fib tool from the bottom all the way to the top, you guys can see that price is actually having a strong rejection off of our 71% and had two wick rejections off of our 78.60% here as well. So this tells me that we will continue to see price push to the upside after confirming this rejection and seeing a bullish reaction from the market. Now for us to enter this position, we would have to wait for a closure above this level right here, 2.05. As you guys can see, it was acting as a strong level of resistance here, so we would have to wait for price to come up, have a full daily closure above, and then something like this would be very nice. Then we could see price push down to have a retest. So you guys can see over here, just an example, we had a closure above, and then we formed a shooting star, and then you guys can see that we failed to retest the market. Instead, we continue to push down and have a closure back below. So right here, we would not have entered a buy position. But in such a scenario, if we did have a closure like this above and we confirmed a retest that this support level is now holding, we would then enter a buy position and we would be looking for our next bullish target. Our next key level is at 2.07500, but this is around 250 pips if I'm not mistaken. So we could just break this down to our daily key level to around this level here instead. Around right here, around these levels right here, 2.06500 instead, just to make this trade, a quick trade for us instead of holding it out all the way to the top. This right here could be a potential 150 pip move, which is a decent amount of pips considering that we are on the 1 hour time frame and it is GBP odd. So just a quick review, we have to wait for this level of resistance to be broken out. We are in a bullish market structure. Price has a fib rejection here. So all in all, daily closure above, retest, and then a continuation back towards the upside, with our bullish bias being on the weekly time frame. We have this strong bullish candlestick, which does indicate price will continue to push to the upside. Let's see how this setup plays out. I do have a bullish bias. We'd have to wait for the daily closure. If we have a closure above, I'm just repeating myself just to make it clear. If we have a closure above, we'll have a retest and a continuation. If we don't have a closure above, then we would simply just have to wait to see how price develops.